Hello, Aries masculines. It's been a while since we've been together. This is going to be your fall harvest reading. I've done another video. It was a collective video on the fall harvest of our collective group. Now we're getting individual here and individual clusters. For you, this is a general reading. It may hit some. It may, in some areas, it's going to hit others. And for some of you, all of it's going to hit. For those of you new to my channel, when I talk about masculine, Aries masculine or masculine energies, I'm talking about specifically the masculine and feminine energies. Masculine energies are characterized by being competitive, action-oriented, go-getters, determination. Feminine energies are receptive, intuitive, has to do with emotions. For example, you can have both males and females that express masculine energies. And oftentimes we see that energy expressed in our jobs and careers. For example, masculine energy has anything to do with the law enforcement, the military, action-oriented energies. The feminine would be more receptive, caretaking, such as nurses. So you see, you can have both sexes, both genders involved with using this masculine and or feminine energy. This reading is for the masculine, the Aries masculine energy group. Okay? So that's all of you who are dealing with security, dealing into law enforcement, the law, building, construction. What else? What else? What else? Maybe even investigation. Um, Male-dominated professions, male-dominated trades, even though you may have some women doing the same things, public works, things like that, masculine energy. So let's get on with the reading. Aries masculines, it seems as though you are trying to birth something new, trying to get a project off the ground, new lifestyle, something new. New birth, guarded vigilantly, and you're keeping it to yourselves. And you have to, because there are competitors afoot. And what this card is saying is that you focus on the light. You're running into obstacles. You think you can't make it through. Focus on your project. Focus, focus, focus. Forget about the naysayers. Forget about the haters. Focus on the light. Focus on the purpose. Okay? That way you'll be able to burrow your way through those obstacles. Some of you have developed a spiritual practice. Some of you have been through hell and high water, and you have turned to spirituality. And by doing that, you are becoming an emerging being. So you are emerging out of the darkness into the light. You're learning new spiritual things the hard way. That way you won't forget them. You have learned about the law of attraction. You have learned about allowing things to flow. You have learned about lighting candles. You have learned about affirmations and mantras. And because you have learned about these basic spiritual things, you are growing. You are growing. And it's interesting. Here's that message again. Stay focused. Stay focused with your spiritual practice and daily devotions. Stay focused with your disciplines. Stay focused. Okay? In the romantic sector, some of you have, this is similar to the Aries feminine. You have just met someone and you need to get to know them, whereas others of you have reconnected with a former lover. And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay? It's time to sit down and talk. It might be time to sit down and go sit on that blanket in the park or that bench in the park and just talk. Talk about the weather. Talk about current events and how you see things. And listen, how do they see things? Do their goals match yours? Are they supporting you? Can they support you? Will they support you? Something else you're going to have to talk about Put the Netflix and chill on hold because you are going to run smack into some lifestyle differences. This says religious factors. Some of you may be into your religions, while others of you may be into spirituality. African spirituality in particular, I just heard. So some of you may be into Jesus and Allah, while others are into the Orishas. That needs to be talked about before you can move forward. Before the Netflix and chill guys and gals get to know each other. Okay? Now, let's get on with the reading. I'll put these over here and out of the way. These are the Energy Oracle cards. What is the message for the Aries masculine? What is the message for the Aries masculine? Best message for the Aries masculine in their harvest. What have they harvested, and what should they be doing with it? And 5. Spirit wants me to take this up to 7. Okay. 6. 7 and a shuffle. Okay. And 7. This is 7. Yes. Okay. And then I'm going to do a quick shuffle. I'm being guided by Spirit to shuffle this. Some of you have some interesting spirit guides who like to dictate how I shuffle. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, I'm not going to. Nope. Okay. Best message for the Aries masculine, overall energy. The thinking woman. Some of you have attracted a thinking woman. This is a person who wants the facts, wants to know where you're headed, wants to know if your values are matching. If they're not, goodbye. The thinking woman reminds me of the Queen of Swords. She's been through enough and she's intelligent enough that she is not going to repeat previous mistakes in her life or in her relationships. So, very attractive. And yeah, look at this. We have the thinking woman, and then we have the 5th chakra issue here. This is Archangel, this is Gabriel. Gabriel is going to help you voice your opinion, say what needs to be said to this woman. Because you cannot come, you can't come to her with any lines or any open-ended remarks. You've got to come clear. You've got to come sharp. You've got to come with honesty. You got to come with truth. This woman's about the truth because she knows how to get receipts. She knows how to fact check. Okay? And what's crossing that is the goddess of the moon. And somebody is hella intuitive. Okay? This is the goddess of the moon. She very well may be into spirituality, or you may be into spirituality. Either way, intuition runs high, psychic messages and downloads flow. And that's what you're dealing with. So the usual lines will not, they'll just make her angry. And then she'll stop talking to you. Some of you were very attached at one point. It could have been to this person, it could have been to someone else. But someone was very attached to something that was doing them no good, and now the attachment is gone. You have learned to detach and be a whole person unto yourself. And that's excellent. That is good. Excellent harvest. I know it wasn't easy, and I know it was painful. And here is man holding your heart. And let me see. There, look at this. Look at it. This sounds like you've been here before with this person. See over here? There's a heart patch. It looks like a patch has been ripped out of his pants. And now he's holding his heart in his hand. This smacks of a reconciliation that could go either way. So be very cautious with your words, with your actions. Do not assume anything. Start from scratch. That's why it says here, you have really got to sit down and get to know one another. Really. People involved, very well. It's emotion driven. So this could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's the energy, the emotional water energy. This is air. This is someone who thinks, has ideas, and expresses them. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It could be any sign, but the energy is that of thought. Of thought. And I just got an interesting thought that because this is we have water here and we have air here, it could be, if we want to get in the racial group, someone is heavy into African, here we go with the African spirituality, while someone else might be into more Buddhist or more Asian cultures. So we're dealing with a mixture of cultures here. Okay, that's quite interesting. Topping it off, here's some problems, here's some hostilities. I'm going to find out what those hostilities are. Hold on a second before I continue. What are the hostilities here? Let me move these. What are the hostilities? The hostilities very well could be religious differences. But your religion is also your culture. So we might have, well, we shouldn't have any opposing. Let's see what happens. Because basically all religions, the core of them all is the same. It's just the expression of them that's different. The face of the religion is different. But then again, if one is stuck in dogma and doctrine and the other is a more free-spirited spiritual person who receives downloads, that can be, it's not going to be a conflict for the spiritual person, the conflict is going to be for the religious one. And it seems to be a conflict because these cards are hard to shuffle. What are the hostilities about here, Spirit? I'm also getting an impression that someone wants their child to come back to the church. Their adult child. Okay. Someone's father is a minister, and someone is into spirituality. And they're embarrassed. The minister is embarrassed by the child's choice of spiritual practice. That's sticky. So what are the hostilities? Spirit. Worldly, here's the world. Someone has traveled the world and they see things a lot differently. And for some of you, that has been the chapter that has closed on that relationship. There are the regrets. Here are regrets. So this can be a reconciliation of family, lovers, on their worldviews. And now they're having regrets. Regretting things that were said. Queen of Pentacles. This is a nurturing mom. She's married, usually Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. So that can be deep. Let's put these over here and continue. Okay, so we have the thinking woman, the need to voice the opinion, the intuition that is a problem. Yeah, somebody's into divination too. The attachment that has been detached from, man with a healing heart, with the heart, hostilities, anxiety. Yeah, there's a meeting that's about to take place. Could be dinner, but there's a lot of anxiety at the dinner table here. And as in the Aries feminine reading, rest and rejuvenation is required. It's necessary. It's necessary. Here's a woman holding the heart. This could be mom. This whole series could be this whole reading could be about a family situation, Aries. Angel of strength. Someone is really hoping that they can handle this meeting. I hear dinner. And here's a broken heart. Oh, what's current? Yeah, look. It's time to shut the mouth and open the heart. Ask Archangel Raphael to help open your heart for this meeting. And for some of you, this is going to be the door to romance. Well, it can go either way because once you heal your family situations, you are healed across the board. And then you can open your heart to romance. You can stand at the door to romance once you have resolved the family situation. So this reading is dealing with storm warnings again. And it's in the intellectual challenge, the mental challenge, ideas, clashing of ideas. And here's adjacent possibilities. With adjacent possibilities, I just heard someone wants multiple wives and they have someone they have met that they want, that they're not about multiple wives, one wife and that's it. That's for some of you. And then here we have the deceit. Ooh, that's the outcome card. Someone's not being true to themselves. Someone's not being true to relationships. Someone's not being true to the family. At the bottom of the deck, oh, of course, Archangel Ariel is coming in to help heal that second chakra, that sacral chakra that deals with the emotions. Wow. Okay. Okay. So I see three stories. I see number one, healing of a family situation. There is conflict in the family because of different religious beliefs that the adult child has traveled around the world and discovered. And it could be vice versa. The parents could have traveled and discovered a new religion that the child doesn't approve of, the adult child. We're dealing with all adults here. That's one scenario. Another scenario is a reconciliation is taking place where you two really have to sit down and talk about what you want, your ideals, your core values, what is required as a couple, what is going to be accepted within that relationship, and what is not to be accepted. And then the third one is someone is in a polyamorous or polygamous situation that they have lied about, and they're trying to pull someone in new, and this new person is she's more monogamous and not interested in polyamory or polygamy. So that is your harvest. So you've got to deal with some relationship issues. Aries masculine here. In other words, it's finally come to the table. Whatever went down earlier this summer and the spring caused a definite rift. And now you're coming together loaded with information on both sides. The truth is on both sides. And you're going to have to, what is your harvest? Sitting down and trying to pull it together. If you can. If you cannot pull it together, then you both are free to go. But this is the harvest. The harvest in your situation is truth, the truth of the matter, the core truth of the matter of your situation, whether it be with a lover, whether it be with a spouse, whether it be with family. This is the truth that's come out. How are you going to deal with it? Are you going to deal with it at all? Your harvest is the truth of the matter and trying to resolve the issue. Okay? Let's see what the Starseed Oracle has to say about all of this. You know what? Not the Starseed Oracle. Put those over here. I'm going to pull out the Moonology deck. I thought I had them on the table. 1 second, please. Where's my Moonology right here? Okay. Moonology deck. Clear it. So what does the Moonology deck have to say regarding this situation? So the truth, the harvest of the Aries masculine is the cold-hearted truth. Okay? Gotcha. Oh, for some, there will be a win-win forecast. For some, there will be a win-win situation, full moon in Libra. After talking it out, putting the cards on the table, everything is going to work out. Others will have to put it in the hands of the divine and let it go. Full moon, not in particular sign. And still with the new moon in Cancer, this could be dealing with the marriage or just dealing with family. You and your loved ones are safe. So things are going to work out. Not necessarily the way they expected, Aries masculine, but the way they need to be. Okay? This is Grand Madam wishing you much love.